Hello, farmers, and welcome back to American Falls, the second to last episode in the series. We got a little bit of work to do today. I've already kind of started cutting up the grass, and Frank, I think, is who's behind me tedding up the grass. And then, of course, we're going to bale this on up. One load for sure has got to stay here at the cow farm, and maybe one will go over to the sheep. Yeah, that sounds about right. The sunflower harvest, I did a little bit more on that. We got to finish that up once we get done with the grass field here, and a little bit more work to do. And then I'm pretty much done, I do believe, for November. And speaking of done, I think I'm done cutting the grass as well. I may have missed a patch down here in the corner, so we'll go on down and take care of that. So the good news is we do have a little bit of money in the bank account to play with. That's from selling the pigs last episode. I don't plan on spending any money, but I could use some fertilizer for fertilizing this grass field, kind of get it set for the new farm manager for next season, and little stuff like that. But as for buying machinery or more buildings, some solar panels, no, that's not going to happen. All right, let's go ahead and turn that off. And I know I said I was probably going to, but I don't think I'm going to go around and fix all the equipment either. We'll let the other farm manager deal with that, because they may want to sell this stuff, and no sense of repairing it if they're going to want to sell it. We'll let them handle it, what they want to do with it throughout the rest of the winter. Because we are living here in January. You got to give him or her, the new farm manager, something to do the rest of January and throughout February, right? Just can't let them sit on their hands and no work for them to do. All right, let's go ahead and dismiss the worker back here. Thank you very much. You did a wonderful job. And I think we got it all tedded on up. So let's go ahead and fold that up. I'll bring this back first because this will be on the windrower. So let's put the tedder away and grab the windrower. Drop this off right about there. And the Fendt will be behind us with the Fendt baler. Which, where did I leave that? Because usually I park it here, and it's not here. That's what you get for parking things where you haven't been parking them normally, and now you got to go around and find them afterwards. Alright, we'll leave that engine running. Alright, let's go ahead and put the mowers away. I won't be using them again. But the butterfly mower goes in this part of the shed. Would like to put it on the outside with a smaller front mower, but these are too tall to fit in that shed. And I should put this mower in there as well, but got to utilize the front part of the shed for something. Alright, I think back to the main farm is where I gotta go. I'm guessing the baler is back there because when I harvested the wheat field, I did the straw bales last. I didn't leave it in there. I don't know why I would, but I've been doing some crazy things lately. Crazy for me. Probably everything, normal stuff I do, well, I consider normal, is crazy for a lot of people anyways. Alright, let's go back here and see if the Fendt baler is around. It better be here. Because if it's not here, then I'm really confused. Yep, that manure needs to go to the BGA. Same can be said for the cow manure. I do see the baler right in front of us. Kind of blended in there for a second because everything is green and yellow. Just about. And everything looks like it's in decent condition. Yeah, I thought, I did say I was going to repair everything, but just watching a video of me driving up and just repairing every little thing does not seem that interesting to me. It might be to a couple of you out there, but it'd be a lot of work just to bring everything over to a repair place and just get it repaired. I'm not going to leave anything in very bad condition. Most of my equipment's in decent condition as it is. Wool pallets, yes. I would bring those to the spinnery, but the spinnery has almost no room to it whatsoever. Okay, let me go ahead. I'll turn the baler on, but I need to give myself some room to get a worker behind us. Do I have enough room for this to spread out here? Am I going to get caught in the fence? I think this will do. Yeah, I think we're okay. We can lower that down. And then the rear, give it a second. There it goes. Turn that on and start making a swath. Alright, let's hop out of the Landini and jump into the Fendt. This job still will take a little bit, but cutting the grass always seems to take the longest. Alright, let's go ahead and hit Control F. Follow the Landini, wait for that to connect. It did. 25 meters behind should be good. And looks like Francine is going to be jumping in there, I guess. Where's that Francesca? I don't know. They all look the same after a while to me. Alright. Now that we're going, we are somewhat good. And like usual, the baler is not going to pick up the entire swath, especially going this direction. When I head the other direction, it seems to pick up the entire swath. Same thing can be said when I'm going east to west. Right now we're headed south. And when I go east to west, it picks up the entire swath going one way, not so much going the other way. I find that on most maps in Farming Simulator. Not sure why, but it's a thing. Yeah, definitely need to make hay every time we cut the grass now on American Falls. The sheep and goats are going through a lot of feed over there. And the cows, well, the pen is only like, I'm going to say 1/5 of the way full. So the more cows they get, the more hay they're going to go through. But who knows, maybe the new farm manager is going to feed them TMR. I've just been feeding them hay because their production's been at 100%. They seem happy. So if I can just make hay out of it and feed them hay, then we're good to go. So I've been having a little bit of a think of the issue going on with our fields recently with the precision farming. First off, not being able to plant in our wheat field completely all the way through. Not sure what that's all about. And now in our cornfield for one, and our sunflower field now as well, where it looks like I'm harvesting, but precision farming is not resetting the nitrogen value. Now the only thing I can think of, and I don't remember exactly when it happened, but it's been a while now, but American Falls had the update to where it could do the premium edition along with some other updates. And it required a new save game. And what I did was I took files from the old save and added them to the new save so we could just start right where we left off. And I'm wondering if the files just kind of need to be reset, meaning like we did with the wheat field where I had to plow it and redo it, basically. Maybe some soil sampling would reset it as well. I'm not too sure, but since we are leaving here, I think the other farm manager can manage to take care of it. If that's the case. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of right now. If it's not that, then I'm not really sure what's causing the problem. If it was just one field, yeah, I'm not too sure, but we have the issue with 3 fields now doing it, so I'm not too sure. Not too sure. I think just the reset of plowing all the fields and soil sampling all the fields would probably fix the issue, but yeah, we're out of here anyways. I got a plane, and the plane's not going to be waiting for me. As for where I'm going in my next series, I have a decent idea at this point. I'm actually bulk recording some of these American Falls episodes, and I will be still taking a little bit of a break from recording episodes, but that I still got to go look at the maps and figure out what I want to do there and kind of get it set up. But I don't think we will see a break in Farming Simulator episodes. I still think I'll have 6 episodes a week, but at least I won't be recording. I'll be taking a couple days off from recording Farming Simulator episodes, so I think that'll be the break I kind of need. We'll see. But I have an idea of a few. Got a few maps picked out. I haven't been on any of them yet. That's what I'll be hoping to be doing tomorrow. And just kind of looking at what I have an idea of what I want to do, but until I get on the map and saying, yeah, I think the idea of what I want to do will work on this map. So we'll see. I'm not going to give it away up because I don't want to say this is the map I'm picking, because I may get on and go, oh, you know what? This map is not what it kind of looks like in the pictures and what I thought it would be. Or in the meantime, Giants could drop a map on the Mod Hub tomorrow, and I'll be like, yep, that's the one. Just never know. You just never knew. And besides, also, it's been a rather busy day for me because, well, let's see, when does this video go out? This will be the Monday video. So as I'm recording this, I also recorded Farmers Dynasty got in contact with me and gave me the early access to the demo. So I got a couple recordings out on that. Yeah, just a lot of things. And also My Time at Sandrock gave me early access to the update, which will be going live today. Yeah, I think this video will be going live on the 28th, same day as My Time at Sandrock will release their update, or at least they hope to. So, yeah, busy day for recording videos and getting things done. A lot going on. But it's good to be busy. So, speaking of being busy, I need to slowly go around. The baler is going to have no problem keeping up with what we're doing because I'm the slow one now. When I was mowing the grass, I was the fast one, and the tedder was the slow one. But now, I'm the slow one, and the baler is the fast one. So, let me just keep going around here while I miss the bales that she has been dropping behind us. And we'll get this field baled up. I'll have to fertilize it later on, but I do want to get over and finish up the harvesting of the sunflowers so I can put the combine and header away. And I may want to utilize the John Deere and the trailer as well, because I got to get that manure over to the BGA. As I mentioned before, you can kind of see on the left-hand side where we're going south, and the baler doesn't pick up the entire swath going south. But then you look to the right-hand side when I'm traveling north, and the baler's traveling north, the entire swath gets picked up. So, I mean, I guess I could maybe try to find a way where we're always traveling north, but then just makes it work a little bit hard. That's why I would like to see decomposing in FS, I almost said 22, we are in FS 22, in the next version of Farming Simulator, because that way it gets on me a little bit down, leaving that little pieces of swath here and there. Luckily when the grass grows, it kind of hides it a little bit. Be nice to see that kind of stuff just slowly disappear. Now I just got to get this little corner down here. Makes it a little rough, this little corner when you got to make such a sharp corner. Kind of hoping the auto-loading baler is going to function correctly today. I think it might have been my last episode of Hills of Tuscany where I couldn't get it to pick up as I drove along. I had to come to a complete stop to pick up the bales. As I said, still faster than me going around with a telehandler and putting it on a flatbed. Alright, and then one more pass down through that little crevice, and we should be all set. Don't drop a bale there. Thank you. And I think this will be the grass field done for us, other than I will come back over here and fertilize it after we pick up the bales. Yeah, and as for someone mentioned about taking the money with us, as I've said it before, we don't own this farm. We're just the farm manager. Am I going to get paid when I leave here? I mean, I could, but what I have planned for the next series, taking the money with us is not going to work out either. So we'll just leave it all here. Yeah, looks like the grass field is all picked up. So if I get too far in front of the worker, it's not a big deal. We are done. And they can follow me over here anyways. Let's go ahead and put this right back where I got it from. And the baler can go right in front of the tedder. Drop that off, and I'll leave the Landini right there for now. Thank you very much for your work. Oh, I'm not going to drop off. Nope, yep. Come on, get in that field. Close enough. All right, and then we'll fold it on up as the bale finally drops off. Yeah, probably shouldn't park the Landini there because now I got to back the baler around that. But with my backing up skills, should not be a problem. If you take it slowly, it's not too bad. Although, is our big butt going to fit in there? No, it's not. I still think it will fit between the windrower and the post. Alright, back into here. Boy, I'm just backing myself into a corner here, basically, is what I'm doing. Oh, wow, the Landini's still in the way. Alright, let's let me move this completely out of the way and start over. Alright, you go over here. Thank you. I'll probably find out it's in the way again. It's like Construction Simulator, where I put things, I think, out of the way, and then 3 seconds later, nope, right in the direct path of what I was getting ready to move. Yep, we're clipping the windrower. Like I said, my backing up skills, top notch. Alright, we'll drop that off right there. Alright, the Fendt can stay right there. Landini can stay right there. We'll come back to the hay bales in just a moment, but let's get over to, yep, the cornfields looking, fertilizer didn't get used. This field's looking terrible. This one we got reset, but yeah, that's beside the point. At this point in junction, if I was here for another year, I would try to get it all squared away. Probably replow every field and re-soil sample and see if that would fix it. But I only got about 2 passes left to go here in the sunflower field. And I'm not sure if it's going to all fit into the trailer. I haven't brought any sunflower over to the farm yet, so everything you see in the trailers will come off the field. But those Devastators on the bottom of this corn header, that's working out great. Does it classify as mulched? I think someone did say that, and I think I did look at it. Where is mulched? Yes, it does classify as mulch. You can see on the cornfield, mulched, and the sunflower field, mulched. So that would give us like an extra 2.5% on the yield for the following season. And if I were to use the planter that I use on the hills of Tuscany, where it rolls as we plant, then the field could be just about perfect. And if I use that setup along with precision farming and crop rotation, which I haven't used in a while, it seems like, the yield on a field could be extremely high. So it looks like I'm going to get all the fields harvested with the fuel up in the combines. I'm not going to top that off, which is good because the combine does take a lot of fuel. And I don't remember how much fuel I got at the tank at the main farm, but it's got to be getting kind of low. And the sunflowers, we're not going to sell those. We're going to let the next farm manager deal with that. Like I said, they could use it for pig food. They could buy the oil mill and maybe make some oil, or just sell it directly, do whatever they want with it. I just wanted to get the corn header to good use. So we did one field of corn, and of course this field with sunflowers. And the birds are already in the field, probably picking up the drop seeds from the sunflower stalks. And I guess if this all doesn't fit into the trailer, not that big of a deal, because I'm done with the combine for the season. So it's going back to the farm anyways. I can drop the rest right into the silo directly. Yeah, this was the first field that we bought. Actually, I think it might have been the grass field I bought first. And then this one? Or vice versa? Or we'd buy them at the same time. I don't think I bought them at the same time because in the beginning, money was hard to come by. But now the farm is thriving. Thanks to the crude oil. The crude oil really put us over the top. But now we got 3 solar panels giving us passive income. Of course, the animals for the BGA with slurry and the manure. Watch it leave about 1,000 liters or less than 1,000 liters in the combine. Trailer looks full, so it's going to stop at any moment. 428 liters left into the combine. Oh, looks like I left the John Deere running for a long time. Well, luckily it's got plenty of fuel into it. Alright, we'll put the... Hard to tell if the beacon's on this John Deere because it's the LED beacon. Oh yeah, it's flashing. In-game, not spectacular. Probably in real life, much more better than the old-fashioned strobes. That's the way I usually cross there. I see traffic coming, I time it perfectly, and it's good. It's the ones that you don't see all of a sudden come right out of nowhere. All right, let's go ahead and drop this into the silo. While that's emptying, let's go ahead and grab the combine and bring that back to the farm. We'll wash it. We'll at least wash it before we put it away. The corn, Hunflower? The corn and sunflower header. Where am I going to put that? I mean, I got the big shed, and that's where I've been putting the other header. The thing is, the only way I actually get that header in there is I drive into the shed and turn around, because trying to back that thing up, I'd be there forever. But I guess that's the best place for this to go. Yep, that's a lot of manure. I wonder if that's going to be almost a full trailer right there. Alright, grab this. Get the 9250 nice and clean at least. But this does remind me, the only thing I can say about the next series after American Falls here, John Deere harvesters. That's I've been asked for John Deere harvesters. We did use one in Solyndra. But the next, I kind of promised one here, but I just never got where financially we could get there. And this combine came up for sale pretty darn quick. It was hard to pass up. And then when I saw the price of the new John Deere combine to replace this one, yep, that was past our credit limit. Actually, you know, if I were to park this way in the back, that would probably work just as well. That would still give them enough room to drive the combine in here, or tractor, or if they're better backing up that kind of a system than I am, they could just back it on in anyways. Alright, let's fold up the combine so it can park in nicely. Oh, nope. Okay, I'm actually surprised. That folded up with crop in it. I didn't think you could do that. Alright, now we'll fold it on up. Alright, sneak you around the corner. Now, I didn't do this on purpose, but I just noticed. It's like I'm parking all the red equipment here. And I was parking all the green equipment over there. Well, green and blue. Didn't do that on purpose. Alright, let's swing around here, and we're going to go pick up the manure out of the pig pen. One gate should be all I need to do. Just ignore me running over pigs if I do so. Not in the trigger. There we go. Hopefully we can grab it all. But even if some is a little bit left over, then I'm not going to bother too much about it. 95% full. So at that point, it's not even worth stopping at the cow barn to grab what little I can grab. Just be better to run right on over and dump this into the BGA. If I remember correctly, the pigs have enough food to get by for a few more hours in the day, right? Or do I need to rush back here and feed them ASAP? Yeah, they're good. They're good for the rest of the day, so I can feed them at the end of the day. I think that's why I did at the end of October, is we fed the pigs so I could do that. Alright, let's run over, well, drive over to the BGA. We'll dump this on in, get the BGA up and started on processing some manure, so we can get just a little bit more cash in the bank account. Like I said, I shouldn't need even $20,000 because the only thing left I would need to spend money on is fertilizer for the grass field. And I think I got fertilizer in that spreader anyways. So we should be all set. And then But before we do that, yeah, I got to pick up those hay bales and get those transported. One here at the cow barn for sure. And then maybe while I'm over at the BGA, I got to swing back over. I think the sheep need some feed. So we'll drop this off, swing by the sheep, double check on how many bales I got there, feed the sheep, and then do the other things I mentioned. Alright. Then swing the John Deere right over here. And somewhere in here, they'll ask for it. And we'll happily feed it on in. Wait for it to start going in. Alright, let's get over to production buildings. Where are we here? Manure and activate. So we still got 92,000 liters of slurry being processed. Manure, yeah, may only be able to take one more trailer, if that. Yes, the manure doesn't hold that much manure over here. Yeah, 41,000. Looks like I'm more than halfway over. So I got to be careful about going to the cow barn and grabbing their manure. Actually, can I see from here the manure count on the cows? I can see the slurry. I can't see the manure count. Do I need the trailer for anything else? I mean, I suppose I could fill it on up, bring it on over here and buy, you know, next month. It'd be fine. Because I'll have processed through some of the manure, and I can dump the rest on in. I'm just thinking I don't need it for anything else, because I'm not selling anything out. Well, no, I am going to need it, because I need to feed the pigs. Yeah, I do need to feed the pigs. That's pretty important. Alright, let's swing down here and just have a look at the sheep. I've got to see how many bales are here, and definitely got to feed them, because the sheep and goats are using about half their feed trough, even more than that, per month now. And the wool is just stacking on up. Got a pile over there, pile there. That's why I bought the spinnery, but the spinnery is still processing what we sold there in the springtime. Alright, so it may seem like a good amount of hay over here, and it's pretty decent. But if I'm going to use, because I think we fed them in October and we almost filled up the feed trough. Steady. This is where the other, there is a bale spike that can grab 3 bales at once, be better. But since we're only moving it from here to here, one, 2, 3, and their trough looks like what? Well, we're going to bring over 3 more. So they're almost going through about 4 or 5 bales a month. And since the next cut won't be until like April now, so they got to go December, January, February, March. They got to go 5 months. So 5 times, we'll just say they're using 5 bales a month. 25 bales are going to go through until the next time the grass is cut. So definitely bring 1 trailer load over here. We got enough there, but it's good to always have more than less. Unless they happen to take all 6 bales here, because I forgot how much was in a bale. Okay, so they're going through 6 bales a month for sure. Yep, that seems about right. Okay, that's good enough. Alright, so yeah, they're going through 6 bales a month. Alright, I'm going to push these wool pallets out of the way, even though we're not going to do anything with them. I'm not going to bother bringing them over to the spinnery. I mean, I suppose... No, let's go ahead and do it this way. I mean, I suppose I'm over here selling some of the refinery stuff. I can pick these up, just push them aside. That's better than try to get into the pallet. Just push the wool itself, because that seems sturdier than the pallet. There we go. But they're going to fill that up within a month. So the sheep are really doing their thing. The goats are making milk, but very slowly. Yeah, I don't really see us having goats around on any other map for a while. I mean, they're interesting, different for sure. But we only have, how much milk do we have now? Well, almost up to 12,000, so they're slowly getting there. Anywho, I'm not going to bother with the cow's manure because I don't want to fill up the trailer and then not have it to be able to feed the pigs. That's more important to me. I will have a look to make sure that the manure is not going to overflow, but I don't think it will. But anyways, I will see you back at the cow farm, where we're going to grab our truck and the flatbed and hopefully auto-load the bales quickly and get those off the field. As I drove past the spinnery, I happened to see a pallet of fabric sitting outside. So that is doing what it's supposed to be doing. Beacons off, I think, and turn the John Deere off. Let's just run over here and see how much of a pile of manure that we have. Yeah, we're getting more and more stray cows coming out here. I don't know how much manure can actually be held inside this cow barn. So if it's like, you know, we got the one in Hills of Tusky now, holds about 45,000. This one's approaching 60. I mean, technically, I could put a manure pit down here, and that would hold 4 million. But I think we'll be able to take care of that manure at some point. And if it backs up a little bit, not that concerned about it. We are up to 28 cows, so I think last I checked we had 13 or 14, so... Or did I have more than that? I don't remember. Don't remember. Alright. Auto bale mode disabled. Good. It is active. It is showing here. Once it shows like that, then I know it's going to work. It's the issue where I have the trailer attached and doesn't show that option. Then that means I won't be able to auto-load the bales. So this is going to be a little bit quicker than usual. Yeah, go up this way. And then we'll put one stack at the sheep, one stack into that shed. I can't remember if I get more than that. Alright, that's much easier work. So a lot of bales to pick up, but as we know with this, makes life a lot easier. Quality of life farming. Not realistic, but a great time saver for sure. See if I can sneak between these two and get both. Looks like we can. It's almost like they're perfectly placed. Yeah, left a pretty good swath up here. Might not even be enough, though, to actually make a bale. But it looks like there's a lot there. Actually, I'm thinking, do I want to... I'm trying to think, though. I've got to have a quick look at the cow's feed trough and see what they're doing. Because, I mean, in a way, we just about have enough bales over the sheep pen to get them through until next springtime. So maybe it'd be best if I were to top off the cows and drop off these bales in the shed. Then the rest of the bales can go over to the sheep themselves. Their feed trough, yearly food. All right, let's go feed the cows, and the rest of the bales are left over. can go into their shed, and the rest of the bales here can go over to the sheep. That's what I'm going to do. Alright, let's see if I can back in the first time without having any issues. Oh, starting to turn quick, so didn't quite get it. Alright, so I should be able to unstrap. And we can see some bales disappearing in the back. Trying to get that bale to drop, which it finally did. All right, let's go ahead and strap those on. And as we know, that should be more than enough for the cows for another year. Well, almost, because they're going to keep on reproducing. Which means they're going to require more food per year. Let's bring these in here. Just barely fit on through. What side are we unloading on? We want to unload to the left. And I think we got room. We do. Perfect. Alright, let's go grab the rest of the bales. Let me turn on the autoloader, of course. And then these bales will go all over to the sheep pen. Not going to be quite a full trailer, but now with ease we should be able to keep the sheep and goats fed until next springtime. And then this way as well, I can leave the truck and flatbed over there, because the next thing I'm probably going to use it for is selling all the refinery stuff. Alright, that is a field taken care of. Let's get over to the sheep and unload these. Now I just got to figure out exactly where to put them in there. I think I can unload them to the right if I need to. Although I did park the Vulture right there. Actually, you know what? I can probably just come up here. And we got plenty of room right there. Switch it to the right. Unload. Perfect. Actually, that's the kind of shit I could use over at the pig farm. And right now I'm just going to park this truck and flatbed right here. And now we're going to jump back over to the Landini, which I left right here. Grab our fertilizer spreader, and the last job for working in the fields is fertilizing the grass field. Now, I'll probably, I'll feed the pigs in between episodes at the end of November. Stretch as far as we can. And I think to end December, we'll actually be out of here before January. We'll sell everything in late December. And that way, we're ending right at the end of the year. December 31st will be my last day here in American Falls. We'll just be selling everything at the refinery. The flour will be sold as well. We'll look at the pigs, see if any pigs are worth selling. And maybe some butter and cheese as well, possibly. And we'll see how much we can leave American Falls, how much money we left them to deal with. I'm sure that they'll be a lot better off than when I came here and had about 120,000. Maybe, I think that's what we had. I think this is enough fertilizer, but you know what? We got the money. Let's go ahead and top this off. Don't want to get over there and find out I was a little short on the fertilizer. So December, next month will be our last month. Not January. That way I don't have to... I'm basically doing it so I don't have to feed the pigs again. Not that it's a big chore, but... Yeah, no sense in extending it over into January. Because usually the best prices for the stuff we're selling is overnight between December and January. And I don't want to be selling it in the dark. So we'll do it in the afternoon of December and call it good. I'm kind of hoping for like 400,000. I'm not going to look at the stock market page because I don't want to kind of give it away to myself and you guys. We'll just let the stuff pile up and we'll all see when we're done selling. So I'll probably leave the refinery stuff till last to sell because that's the big market stuff. Now let me just make sure I'm on the widest working width, which I am not. Love the 40 meter wide working width. I think I was just talking about it on Hills of Tuscany. That it's been nice spraying some slurry around and probably later on the manure as well because I don't really do that much. It's just that you get so used to the equipment that you use and how convenient and fast it is. And when you got big fields, having a spreader that can do 40 meters and working speed of 11 miles an hour is nice. Yeah, we all know there's more mods out there that I could probably go at unlimited speeds, ridiculous working widths, such things like that. But I think this working width right here is about the max I would want to go. Of course, in the early stages of your farm, if you got small fields, and this is probably too big of a spreader, and it'll kind of take away the enjoyment of spreading the fertilizer on your fields. But spraying the slurry and eventually, like I said, the manure on the Hills of Tuscany, it's been fun doing that. Although the double application rate is nice, the working speed of 5 miles an hour on a big field, it seems like it takes forever to get around. Yeah, let's just try to ignore that cornfield over there. I'm trying to ignore the cornfield and sunflower field now altogether with the precision farming side of things because it's just not looking right. But I feel like if I were staying here longer, I would probably do the same thing I did in the wheat field, which is plow it up and then redo the soil samples in all the fields. And that would hopefully reset it. I'm thinking that, like I said, when American Falls got updated and required a new save, I think by taking the files from the old save and putting it on this save, it seemed like it worked, but after a few harvests, I don't remember if we've been here 3 years or not now since American Falls updated. If that means we were like in year 6, of course, when that happened. I thought we were in year 5, but I'm not sure if that's what's causing the problem or not on that. I have no idea. But it seems like a good guess. Who knows? I can go to my next map, do precision farming, and run into the same issue. I have no idea. It didn't affect our grass field, did it? Because I mean, we just harvested the grass field. Did that change on the grass field? No, the grass field's still looking normal. Yeah, it all looks fine to me. I'm not sure. Alright, I need to stop looking at it because it doesn't matter. We're leaving here next episode anyways. Yeah, just actually the series will be ending just shy of 100 episodes. So I mean, we can call it 100 episodes. I think I said when originally I came here, I said, oh, it might be a series of 200 episodes. That was, I think I said that, but that was stretching. 100 episodes, and we made it to 100, I would say. So a whole bunch of selling next time. Probably going to be a short-ish video. You know, maybe 20, 30 minutes long, somewhere in there, but all I'm doing is selling. Can't sell the equipment. I think someone did mention that. How about you're going to sell the equipment? I can't because it's not ours. It belongs to the community and the farm because that's the reason why we came here. But yeah, our work in November is done, I do believe. I will double check on some things. If I didn't miss anything, then maybe I'll start with the next episode. But I think we pretty much covered everything here in November. We did replant a couple of fields, and the rest of the fields need to be left up to the next farm manager. We got plenty of food for all the animals for another year, it seems like. So it's looking good. So yeah, next episode, just getting right into it in mid to late December during daylight hours. We'll sell everything. And yeah, I'm kind of hoping to get up to 400,000. I think that might be a little bit of a stretch, but we'll see what we can get up to. But that's where we're going to wrap it up for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here for one more time in American Falls. But until then, have a good one.